Oh boy, you guys. So this is, if you are a fan of wine, a segment that I think you will really like because we're sort of taking a little bit of a different tact.
And we're going to set up, there's a program where you can go to these wine dinners, right? Where, as I understand it, they pair the wine with the food.
Have you ever done a wine pairing with your meal?
I have. I got to, it was a TV gig that I got to do every now and then years ago.
That's a good gig.
And you're sitting there drinking wine that I could never afford. It was for the high rollers in a casino in Reno. So it was amazing.
Well, then when you pair wine with food and it's done well, it's an amazing experience. Cassidy, Quinn, let's talk a little bit about what you're up to today.
Yeah, so we are enjoying some lovely fancy wine here. We are at Quaintrelle in North Portland. They just opened last summer, but now, starting in January, they're now doing a monthly winemaker dinner series. So next, is it Thursday? April 13th, they're hosting one here. You can taste wines, of course, from Oregon, paired with delicious food. We have Chef Bill bringing over some food and Matt, the sommelier, here. So what wine have you poured in front of us here?
So this is a wine from Brianne Day, who's going to be at our wine dinner next Thursday. She calls her Hawk and Deuce. It's a Syrah and Viognier blend from Applegate Valley in Southern Oregon.
That's just really fun to say. Hawk and Deuce, is that what you said?
Deuce, yeah.
Now, of course, we think about Oregon wine, we think about Willamette Valley, we think about Pinot Noir, but you guys are kind of showing us some different options if you don't want to just go Pinot Noir.
Yeah, I think Oregon has the potential to be one of the best wine regions in the world for grapes aside from Pinot Noir. So we do pour a little bit at our wine dinners. We try to highlight all these other amazing grapes that the state's putting out.
Of course, when you're talking about wine and you're talking about a wine dinner, half of the reason to come is the food. So Chef Bill, what have you made? This is a sneak peek of what people will get to eat next week, right?
Yes, this has been on the menu for about a week right now. This is Alaskan halibut with turmeric almond puree, sea beans, miner's lettuce, and some wild onion flowers.
How do you decide that that would pair well with the wines for next week?
Brianne's wines are pretty food friendly and it's very much spring.
Oh, looks like a very spring dish. It smells delicious. Is it one of your favorites?
Right now, yes.
Now, Matt, excuse me, missed up everyone's names here. Next week or next month you'll have a different winemaker featured, right?
Right. So this upcoming month is Brianne Day. Next month we have Pam Walden of Willful Wine Cellars. So really excited to have her coming in there. This particular dish, though, I'm really excited. Brianne's going to hand bottle a couple bottles of Chardonnay for us just for the dinner. It's not quite ready for bottling, but she's going to bottle them just for us for the dinner next week.
And so far, they told me there are still maybe 1 or 2 tickets left for this month's winemaker dinner, and then next month, still some tickets left. So plenty of time to come enjoy some wine and delicious food, guys. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Cassie. That sounds great, and I'm glad to hear. I was going to ask you, but there are definitely still some spaces available for people that want to take advantage of this. So great news there. That looks like so much fun. That was Alaskan halibut, and just to hear the one person say, "It's definitely spring."
To which he tapped me, he goes, "It's not spring." It doesn't feel like it anyway.
We want it to be spring.
We're ready for it, that's for sure. All right, thank you very much.